back to another episode of L Squared, better known as Lips and Liquor, where we talk about all things alcohol, the fermented, the distilled, and everything in between, baby. So go ahead and smack those lips into the weekend. All right, Lips and Liquor crew. Today is a special episode, and you want to know why? We have a very special guest entering into our Lips and Liquor kitchen, virtually, of course. My good friend, celebrity chef Vanessa Parish.
You're a trip.
Hey, girl. All right, Miss Parish. Go ahead and give our audience into your world. What you got cooking up?
Based from North Carolina, transplanted to Los Angeles, now back in North Carolina. So a little bit of a trajectory change there, but my background is in fine dining, pastry, cooking classes, food production, and hosting for like food videos. So hopefully I've got a couple of food production things in the works that hopefully they get the green light. That would be very exciting. I also am going to be launching a podcast with my grandfather. It's called I Got Gas.
Wait. I got gas?
Yes.
That's dope. I like that.
Grandpa. You know, it's a grandpa joke. And I'm going to start working on some more Instagram stuff because I've been bullied into it. To getting engaged in social media.
Yeah.
You have a guilty face, but it's not just you. I want that to be known. That anything you just co-signed what was already being screamed at me.
Exactly. Oh, can you tell the audience what your new cooking segment on Instagram is going to be called and what it's going to be about?
Sure. So we're doing breakfast with Brownie. Brownie is my little Morky. He is going to be, well, it's not going to be, he eats very well. Mm-hmm. And so that idea kind of curated because I just happened to start recording me making his breakfast one day, and everyone was like, girl, I thought you were making your own breakfast and that's your dog's food. And so I was like, this one there. So then so I'm going to be recording me making his breakfasts. He's had a very strict diet. He's had a lot of allergies. So I have to pretty much hand make most of his food, and he's got some prescription kibble. So we're going to kind of make a series about it.
All right.
We can't wait to see that because y'all, Brownie actually eats better than the average human. I just want to go ahead and put that out there. Okay. And if y'all want to go ahead and follow my girl, she does have a website, and she also has, of course, social media. So I will link all of that information below.
Now, Vanessa, before we go ahead and get started, what are you excited for in this episode? Like, what are you expecting?
I am excited to try a beverage. I love alcoholic beverages. Not an alcoholic, but I love alcoholic beverages. You know, it's a part of the food world, you know?
Absolutely.
So I love a good cocktail, get something, and you know, you're the queen of cocktails. I've had your cocktails.
Mm-hmm.
I have not waken up from your cocktails. So I'm excited to see what you got conjured up for us today.
Yes! Well, we're so glad that you are stepping into the Lips and Liquor kitchen. Now, we will be right back to go ahead and get started with the show.
So before we go ahead and get into the wine that we are reviewing today, I'm going to go ahead and give you a little fun fact. So fun fact is, with a bottle of wine, after corking, it only lasts for 7 days. Vanessa, would you like to expand on that a little bit more?
It only lasts for 7 days because it's an oxidation, right? So as soon as you crack open that cork, the air, the oxygen is going to start interacting with the alcohol and the flavoring of the wine. So you only get a certain level of time for that oxidation levels to happen before your wine starts to sour.
Okay, so what you're saying is, after I open a bottle of wine, I must drink it all.
Drink the whole thing, yes.
Well, I ain't got no problems with that. All right, y'all, let's go ahead and get into this review. All right, y'all. Now, we're on the 3rd episode, and I know you know what today's alcohol is going to be. Another wine. Yes. And if you have not figured it out by now, this is the season of all things wine. So, have fun. Enjoy. Laugh, love, drink. You feel me? All right, so today's wine will be a red wine, and not just any red wine. We are reviewing Matuasto. Get into it, y'all. Woo! Let's go ahead and get a little back view of Matuasto. All right, so this is a red wine, product of Argentina, Mendoza. Fruity wine of red color with purple shades, red roses, cherries, and black plums. Macerated fruit and vanilla from its aging in oak. Well-structured wine of long finish. This wine was bottled in 2014, and it has a 13.5% alcohol by volume. So, you know, you ain't gonna get too buzzed off of it. Unless you drink
3.5, Joe.
Yeah.
That is a lot of alcohol content.
Clearly she don't drink like she need to. All right, so you know what segment this is. This is our S squared and T squared. And for those of you at home who don't know what that is, S squared is our sight and smell. T squared is our taste and texture. All right, Miss Vanessa, do you have your wine
over there in North Carolina?
I'm ready to go. I'm ready to taste.
Woo woo!
Yeah.
All right. Let's go ahead and start with our smell. Okay, so I'm definitely smelling the cherries.
Yeah, I can definitely smell those dark cherries. It's medium bodied, so I don't really smell a lot of tannins hitting my nose immediately. But of course, you know, we'll probably figure that out when we taste it. But it doesn't smell too medium bodied.
Yeah.
It doesn't smell too heavy, full bodied. It smells kind of in the middle. I don't smell too much sweetness. I can definitely smell the black plums. A lot of stone fruits, dark stone fruits.
Yeah, I don't smell sweetness neither. It's giving me very much, it has like a flowery aroma to it almost.
Well, the notes of red roses. So that's probably where the florals are coming out. And then I'm excited to see macerated fruit basically means like it's the presenting of almost fermentation because you're adding those heavy sugars and it's breaking those fruits down. So I'm really excited to see if it has those really nice fruity notes to it with the aging of the oak.
Gotcha.
I think it's going to be, palate-wise, it's going to be really nice to drink.
All right. With that being said, let's go ahead and go into sight. You know, even though it's a red wine, I've had other red wines before, and I feel like it's not as red. It's giving me more of like a auburn or like a burgundy. Very dark red. What do you think?
Yeah, it is a dark ruby red type of color for sure. But I think that might be coming from the fruit necessarily, not 100% from the grapes because there's all those dark fruits in there.
Absolutely.
So those flavors could kind of accentuate that coloring.
All right. I know that's right.
All right. Oh, and for those of you at home who do not know, my girl Vanessa is not only a celebrity chef, but she is also a certified wine sommelier.
Not a grandmaster. I'm not going through that process. Forget it. If you've seen the movie Corked, I won't do that. But I have had a lot of wine training and things like that. So like if I did get hired, not fine dining, because again, you have to have that master sommelier license. But if I needed to sell a bottle or two in specific places, if I wanted to work in a vineyard or something like that, then I would have that expertise certifications to do that.
I know that's right.
My girl does it all. Okay? Get you a her. Period. All right, let's go ahead into our T squared.
Our taste and texture. Cheers, mama.
Cheers.
Dry.
It's not dry.
It's not sweet, but it's not dry. This is nowhere near like a cap.
That was correct.
Child,
I like it.
I would say texture is it's on the thicker side to me. What do you think?
it is heavy on the tongue, but that's what I was saying. Like it's kind of medium body because it's not so sweet. So I wasn't thinking it was gonna be like light and crisp. You know, I was thinking it's gonna be more. It's not, but it's not. It doesn't have a lot of coating on the back of your tongue. It's not like a full bite. I don't really taste a lot of tannins. This is this is an Olivia Pope wine.
Well, we gonna put that down for a little bit. All right, Miss Vanessa.
I like it.
You like it?
I do.
I'm glad. I'm gonna send you the rest of this bottle.
All right, y'all. So on our Lips and Liquor scale of 1 through 10, I'll let our guests go first.
Vanessa, what do you give this?
For a Malbec, I give it an 8. I think it's probably I think it's got a nice affordability that you could serve this with dinner. Malbecs are really versatile, so if you have like a steak dinner or pasta or something like that, or if you want to save for dessert or just a binge night with girlfriends, this is a good wine to pull out. You know, you don't have to guess and hope that everyone's going to be okay with this wine. This is a very everybody pleasantly, except for Joe, wine to have.
I think I'm gonna give it a 5.
Well, that's because you don't like it sweet.
Yeah, I'm a sweet girl. And then the aftertaste. You hear that? It's time for the L squared hour.
You definitely got me.
All right, y'all. It's time for the L squared hour, and we will be back for a surprise treat. All right, y'all. Welcome to the L squared hour, where we are going to make you a sweet treat today. Unfortunately, I do not know what it is because somebody just told me to buy the ingredients and didn't tell me what it was.
I gave you the measurements, though.
Okay, so what are we making, Vanessa?
And I gave the supplies list.
What are we making, Vanessa?
Today we're making a very quick and easy espresso chocolate mousse.
Ooh! We going fancy today on the Lips and Liquor. Okay. I'm excited now. All right, y'all, go ahead and stay tuned because your girl about to chef it up with the chef. Okay,
y'all. So the first thing that we are doing to start our little moussey mousse, we have our 4-ounce baker's chocolate, and I have Ghirardelli here. Our chef over there told me to go ahead and get this started because this is the longest process. We are melting the chocolate, y'all. So we have our saucepan, and it is filled with water. You want to have your medium bowl inside of the pan, and then your chocolate inside of the bowl. That way you're not burning the chocolate when it melts down. And I do have everything over medium heat.
Okay, Miss Vanessa, we have our chocolate melting. What's next?
Okay, so our chocolate is melting. We're just going to kind of break down some of the other ingredients that we've got going on, right?
Gotcha.
So we've got egg yolks. That is going to be for our base of our mousse as well. So our mousse is comprised of 2 parts, base and air. Our air today for our mousse is going to be whipped cream. So we've got the heavy whipping cream. That's where that air is going to come in from.
Gotcha.
And then, so we've also got a little bit of espresso. So I'm using instant espresso powder. I like that because it's easily obtainable. And it also isn't overpowering. Some people don't like that strong flavor of actual brewed espresso. Also, with the flavoring of the powder, it's dried. So it will meld in with the other ingredients really easily. Whereas sometimes if you have the espresso actually brewed, it changes the ratio because it's an added liquid. Espresso is coffee and chocolate go very well together. Mm-hmm. Not necessarily like peanut butter and chocolate where, you know, we've got these 2 lovely flavors melding in, but that espresso and like coffee really brings out the flavors of chocolate. So a lot of bases of chocolate things actually have coffee in them because it gives it some extra flavor and brings up those notes of chocolate in the dessert. We got sugar. That's going to be our sweetener. It's also going to be our tenderizer. Tenderizing means making it soft. It's going to make our mousse nice and light and soft. We're using the baking bar instead of, why aren't we using chocolate chips, right? Mm-hmm. We're using a baking bar because it's a tempered chocolate, meaning it has been strategically placed at the right temperature for the optimum flavor and eating. So even when you were breaking up the chocolate, you hear that snap.
Yeah.
Breaking it up. That is well-tempered chocolate. Chocolate chips typically have a waxy coating on the outside, which is what makes them chippy and keep their chip shape.
Oh.
So if you notice, if you ever try to melt chocolate chips, sometimes it gets really gunky and sticky.
Yeah.
That's because it's that wax mixing up with the chocolate. So it works for some recipes, it doesn't for others. But for this, we want everything to be nice and melted in together really easily. So that's why we're using the baking bar. Okay, so let's get our base together. So your chocolate should be just about melted. Are you
Yes, almost.
Okay. So we'll work on separating the eggs really quickly. So I know you got an egg separator, which is cheating, but that's fine.
All right, y'all. I'm over here cracking eggs. We cracking eggs.
All right. So we're separating the egg yolk from the egg white. We're keeping the egg yolk.
All right. Egg yolks are done.
You wait, mine aren't done.
Okay.
Wait, it's coming through the separator.
So separators are only good if the egg yolk is completely intact. If you crack the egg and your egg yolk has already been opened, then you put it in the separator, it's just gonna go right here. That's
Okay.
All right, Vanessa.
No,
I'm just one. Okay, hold on.
You're just having a teaching moment.
Okay, hold on.
Get another egg yolk.
God damn it. All right, hold on. Let's try it again. There we go. Yeah!
We're going to start stirring our chocolate. Make sure it's nice and melted and even. And then you're going to put those egg yolks in the chocolate and you're going to stir really quickly. The egg yolks need to be stirred quickly because the chocolate is warm, so you don't want to cook the egg.
So we're adding everything to the pot?
No, we're adding eggs and sugar.
Okay.
Okay, so once it's nice and thick, but it's evenly incorporated, right?
Uh-huh.
Add that espresso. You want to use that instant espresso. It's going to start immediately dissolving. And we just built our base. Once everything's incorporated, we're going to take the bowl off the heat. We want this mixture to start cooling down somewhat. Okay, and you got your whisk?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, we're going to hold the bowl at an angle, and you're going to start whisking this.
All right, she got me in here baking, y'all. I don't do this. I don't do this.
You look good. It looks good on you, though.
I feel like a professional. If you ever need a sous chef, I got you, girl.
If you ever need a sous chef, I got you, girl.
A few moments later.
Woo. Now my arm is hurting.
Yeah, you can switch.
Woo, child.
Five minutes later.
Ignore the chocolate in there. I got a little chocolate on the
How
side.
do you get chocolate in there?
Spoon.
How did the spoon get in there?
I was swapping hand. I was moving too fast.
Okay. That's all right.
It's just on the corner. But anywho.
Oh, okay. No, we're not there yet.
1 minute, 37 seconds later.
Just then. Soon after.
That's what we're looking for. Whipped cream.
Meanwhile.
Mine is clearly still a liquid, child.
Flashback.
If you ever need a sous chef, I got you, girl.
End of flashback.
I take back that offer of being your sous chef.
Oh, okay. That was
No,
quick.
ma'am. I will settle for taste tester. Thank you.
That was very quick. I just want that to be known.
Absolutely. Because this, no, ma'am.
10 minutes. You're like, I'm a chef. Never mind.
I was a chef, y'all. It's, look, still going on a resume. Who gonna check me, boo?
Well, they gonna check you when you start cracking eggs.
I'm like, separator, anyone? Y'all, she torturing me on my own show.
She getting thick, y'all. She getting thick. I'm so excited.
So much later that the old narrator got tired of waiting and they had to hire a new one.
Oh, I'm so happy. I'm moosing it up.
Oh, ooh, I see some thickness. There you go. We did.
All right, what we do next?
You're gonna take a really big spoonful of the whipped cream.
Okay.
All right, and you're gonna put it into your chocolate mixture. We're gonna start mixing it up. We're gonna get it soft again. So once all that gets nice and incorporated, it looks even, you're gonna pour the whole chocolate mixture into the whipped cream.
Okay.
So the scoopful was just to get the chocolate mixture in the same texture family.
Gotcha.
When you're mixing this one, you're gonna fold it. You're not gonna stir it, right? Because you just spent all that time making that air. You don't wanna beat it out by stirring it. So
Right.
you want a nice light fold. Oh, that's great.
Yay.
You got your cups ready? Okay. So once it's all mixed up, you're gonna divide it evenly into your cups.
Okay.
All right, y'all. So we go ahead. Ooh, don't look at my hands. So we have our mousse and our ramekins. We're going to go ahead and put this in the fridge for about 30 minutes. And then we'll be back for a quick taste. All right, y'all. So our mousse is out of the fridge. And we're about to go ahead and give it a taste with our little winey wine.
Cheers.
Cheers. Okay. We did that.
It's nice and soft, nice and light, rich and chocolatey.
Really, really good.
Not too heavy.
And honestly, we made all of this in under like 15 minutes.
Let me see if it elevates this wine.
I think I like it better.
Yeah, it's a nice palette.
Yeah, it changes the palate. They definitely complement each other. It's kind of like the sweetness of the mousse and then kind of the dry bitterness of this they go together.
All right, y'all, you heard it first on Lips and Liquor. Make sure you try out this mousse at home. And if you do, go ahead and tag our celebrity chef. From our spoons to your spoons at home. Put those L's in the air and give it a big kiss. Mwah.
L squared out, baby.